Oh, that's cute. A little penguin on the loading. Nice! It's so adorbs!
That is a rough way to go.
Yes, I would not enjoy being crushed while mining iron cube components.
The cold preserved the body well, but this isn't a big sample. Will it be enough?
Our tissues are pluripotent, derived from the DNA of various species, capable of changing form as necessary.
Like stem cells. So what prevents you from, I don't know, ending up with hooves where your eyelashes should go?
That does not happen. At least not since the fourth iteration. This skeleton is very dense, able to handle heavy forces. A good frame for my new form.
Are you okay, Alan?
It is not often that I gaze upon the form of a fallen architect.
Is this place another sort of sanctuary? It's peaceful. Beautiful, even.
As the bacterium spread, the continuation of life became uncertain. This is a place to reflect.
I think I understand.
Well, that being said, welcome to Catix Gaming. I'm Katanzania, or Cat for short. I wasn't expecting to log into, like, automatic, I guess, new phrases being said, but they did do an update in Subnautica Below Zero, which is what we're playing today, and right off the bat, I think those were all kind of adjusted lines from the gameplay itself. I have finished the game necessarily, as far as we could get, without an ending actually being put in. I'm still at the location where we're supposed to meet Alan, so I am actually curious if there's anything else that I can see. It looks like they did do some work to this. They've definitely put in some noises. And there is a release date. I actually forget where or what day it is. But they obviously haven't actually put the ending in just yet. Anyway, so that being said, I know for a fact that who's blowing my phone up? No one, okay. So I know for a fact that they did introduce some Mercury, the crash ship Mercury II. They did put some PDAs in, so we can actually get more of a backstory to what happened with that ship, why they were here, why they came here, and what exactly happened. So we will head there and go find those PDAs so we can get more of a story. And I think they've done some minor, like a lot of bug fixes, everything like that. And upgraded the prawn suit some bit. I don't know what they possibly upgraded for that. But they did upgrades. Goodness gracious. Thank God for a cold weather suit. So, let me go to the Mercury II, and we'll start exploring some PDAs. Okay, here we are, finally. So this is the first wreckage that you normally come upon when you're playing the game. So I'll start here, and then I'll probably go to the littlest piece and search there, and then I'll finally go back and go to the biggest piece. So I don't know exactly how many PDAs are in the game. I don't know where they put them or anything like that. So I'm just going in on a whim to locate what I can. They did some upgrades to the metal salvage. Look at this. That looks awesome. Oh, finally a PDA.
I can only do repairs in spurts. That's so inefficient. The larger tools seem to set off seismic activity nearby. A crew came back telling stories of gigantic worms burrowing in the ice. I don't know what they were going on about. They were hypothermic and frostbitten because they walked back to avoid angering them. The ice shelf is probably a bit unstable and they got disoriented or something. To borrow from Diana, Orion's belt thermocouplings are not meant to be worked on in 20-minute spurts. If we break the process, we'll break the ship. But it's nice to hang out with Yasmin while we wait for the rumbles to stop. I hope she doesn't mind all my questions. I love hearing her voice. Her face lights up, and she's got the most expressive eyebrows. They're practically acrobats. The way she looks when talking about nuclear engineering is the same way I look at my grandmother's domades. The woman never sits down, though. She told me that she used to do decathlon in college, and I can believe it. She's like a bouncy ball, just all over the place. She makes rounds on the ship every day to see if people need help. I should do something nice for her. She's always helping everyone else. I wish I had a fraction of her energy.
Oh, that was cute, actually. So it gives a little bit of insight onto the crew,
Vital
for
signs
sure.
Stabilizing.
Let's go down and get some air. So I'll have to look at it when I get back into the truck here, but it was Stefan, I believe. Oh, so yes, Stefanos. So he seems like he was obviously like part of the engineering crew. Yeah, it seems like he was doing a lot of work with Yasmin, and she was an engineer. So a little something going on between some of the crew mates. So let's go back, see if we can find some more. I only found that one so far. Oh, here's another one. Okay.
I finished the reactor checks. We dumped a ton of runoff, and we don't need the rods melting down. Then I helped with the scavenging, chopped some veggies with the cooks, and tried to help Diana, but she sent me down to engineering with Stefanos. I've been working with him the last few days. Stefanos, how to describe Stefanos? He's by far the most thorough engineer I've worked with, and no ego. He never leaves a job undone, no matter how late it is. I've never seen him awake before 11, and he always greets me by saying, "Kalimera, Yasmin," in the sleepiest drawl. Not a morning person, that one. He listens with the slightest smile on his face and twirls this stray curl by his ear. He asks a billion questions, but I don't mind. He surprised me today. There's an empty room on the bridge, just a spot of negative space in the ship. He set a picnic there and said I need to relax. He even called me a busybody. There were these crazy glowing fungus things he found to set the ambiance. The most exciting part, though, drum roll, he can jailbreak fabricators. He made a small batch of traditional Grecian dishes. But the craziest part? He managed to make a suitable falafel for me. I never thought I'd see a good falafel in deep space. Alhamdulillah. A quiet genius, that one. This planet may be a cold mistress, but maybe it isn't so bad.
Ooh, so yeah, there's definitely a romance going on, which is so cute. And so yeah, I guess she wasn't technically engineering. She was just like an extra hand to help out, I'm thinking. So yeah, let me just double check around everywhere. I'm pretty sure that's probably all. I can't imagine they'd have a lot. I'm sure the bigger section of the ship will have a lot more, I'm hoping anyway. But I'm pretty sure that's it. So we have a little bit of a backstory of some romance going on, which is cute. I think that's great how they did that. They put a little bit of more characteristic into the game that way. So you have a bit more feels that these were actual people on this ship when it, you know, and it crashed. So, or whatever happened, we still got to figure that one out. So, let's go to the thrusters just because they're, you know, kind of right in this way anyway. Yeah, I just scoured through the entire place. Actually swam around, made sure there's no other entrances or anything like that. And there's no PDA at the thrusters, so. And voila, the largest piece of the Mercury II. So, this is actually like the prawn bay and everything like that. I don't need any of these. So let's just get to searching. I'll come back for the crates later. I don't necessarily need them. First things first, while we can, we might as well go to... Aha! Here's one.
Sol should pay me more to lead these missions. I saved the whole damn crew from destruction. Mercury II was nearly obliterated by an immensely powerful energy beam. I don't know any weapon system with that level of capability. The power source to get that kind of range must be, well, otherworldly. We got lucky. The energy signature is similar to some of the weaponry meant to counter pirates on mining freighters. The refraction of the beam across the atmosphere? Orion's belt, it looked like the Northern Lights. Such power. I fired the emergency flares and dumped water from the nuclear core. I think the heat signature confused the weapons tracking for just an instant. I managed a slight evasive maneuver, and I felt the Mercury get rocked by the sonic boom as the nuclear runoff rapidly evaporated. That alone could have taken us out. Definitely asking for a pay raise. This is not what I signed up for. My days of risky missions should be behind me. But what the hell? I still got it. Even if it was luck. Hopefully, whatever didn't want us on the planet doesn't mind when we leave.
Aha, so they did get fired at when they were entering the planet. And they were able to still land safely. Or safe enough due to the quick thinking and actions of the captain. Diane, I think? Wow, and there's a lot of PDAs on here. Like, I'm gonna grab one more, and then I'll head back to the ship.
Well, we landed safely, despite my apprehension. Diana, damned adrenaline junkie, took one of her defining risks and it paid off. Why hire me as the maintenance engineering officer if you aren't going to listen to their advice? Papa. I didn't go to school for 8 years and get 3 degrees for nothing. I tried to convince Diana that we don't need to stop for repairs. That's what the drift drive and the secondary propulsion system are for. It's just a bit slower. But she's in charge, not me. On the plus side, I get to work with Yasmin. I didn't know she was such a busybody. She'd been going around the whole ship giving folks a hand. I think she was getting on Diana's nerves, so she assigned Yasmin to me. She's helping me inspect and repair the thruster systems. I thought I was the most mechanically inclined person on the ship, but I think she has me beat. She can definitely teach me a thing or two, as long as I don't get too distracted by her smile. She's got the best smile.
Oh, and the love story continues. That's so nice how they've done that. They just add that extra little tidbit to make a horrible story just seem better. So, yeah, and again, this was the captain's quarters then. Over here. Let's grab this PDA. What's that? Oh, that's the reinforced dive suit, which we already have.
We need to get off this planet. I mean, the morning started out so well. I took a team of 6 out to find the structures from the planetary scans, and we were all in high spirits. I mean, who wouldn't be? These structures would be clues to another sentient race. It was highly unlikely that another colony would be out this far. We were gonna be in the frickin' history books. Everything was going okay. We were a few miles from the ship when our radios picked up an actual signal. It sounded like an SOS. We got overly excited naturally and decided to enter the water to follow it. That decision cost 3 lives. I mean, half my team, they got ripped to shreds by something. They died screaming, alone in the cold, dark waters. I'm not going back in that godforsaken ocean again. I refuse. And some of the animals on this planet, they look sick too. Weird pustules on the skin, oddly sluggish. I think we should leave. But Diana said we should stay. She thinks the biopatent payoffs will be worth it, but those families will never see their loved ones again. They don't care about no payoffs. We can't return the bodies. I don't care about the accolades or the history books. I just want to see Layla and the kids. Man. I miss the smell of my wife's hair. The kids tackling me at the door again. That's all I want. To get out of here alive. Please.
Oh, no. Yeah, and we all know that doesn't happen. So, oh, here's another PDA I'll grab real quick, and then try to find my way back to my ship.
My instincts are never wrong. Stefanos has always been overly cautious. He hates taking risks, which I suppose is understandable when you're in the back end of the galaxy. But no risk, no reward. Elliot finds evidence of alien architecture on a completely uncharted planet, and he expects me to ignore that? Orion's belt, I would be an absolute fool. We've done some scans, and while there aren't a lot of mineral resources on this planet, there is decent biodiversity. Teams go out in the morning. There should be a significant specimen and sample haul for biopatenting, which will be split among the crew as part of the discovery clause. Let's see Stefanos and everyone else complain when they have a few more sold Transgov credits in their uniform pockets. They'll learn to trust my instincts at some point.
Someone I think is a little too cocky. So that was the captain, and she was basically going on and on about how, yeah, they're gonna like the reward, but they're all complaining about the risk at the moment. So, did I not listen to this? Oh, no, I definitely listened to that. Okay. Thruster damage, we've listened to as well. So, I think we've... let me go back down. I kind of know my way around the ship. I've explored it pretty decently before. So unless they made any major updates or changes, I can't remember exactly if like these stairs were leading anywhere different or not. I don't think so. This PDA?
I'm alive. Stefanos saved me. The Mercury attempted an emergency takeoff and everything seemed fine. I was helping the bridge crew with the emergency takeoff since the crew was short-handed because of everything. I heard the sound of metal tearing, and for a split second, everything was tinged bright green and unbearably hot. Then I saw daylight, and I was looking down at the ocean and ice. The strongest wind I've ever felt roared in my ears, ripping through the ship. People went flying out the side of the Mercury, so much screaming and chaos. I was lucky. I had just clipped into my sea tinker. Stefanos came out of nowhere, like a malaika, an angel. I felt his rough, calloused hand grasp mine with the gentlest of urgency. It felt like time slowed. He said, "I gotcha. Just follow me, Ella." I don't know how, but he used an emergency tether to drag me to the nuclear reactor core, the strongest bulkhead in the ship. We hit the water and everything went black. He's sleeping. I think he might have hit his head. I'm exhausted. The adrenaline has long since worn off and my body aches. I think I might have fractured a rib. I'm gonna shut my eyes for a bit. When I wake up, I'll figure this out. I'll save us.
I can't be certain that they didn't make it, but I think it's very, very unlikely that they would have survived. There is the bridge and a PDA right here.
Orion's felt this all went sideways. How could I have known that so much would go wrong? I failed my crew. No, I don't fail. I didn't get into this position by being a failure. It's this desolate land, frigid and cursed. Between these tunneling creatures and the strange sickness that a few of the crew are showing symptoms of, we have to leave at first light tomorrow. We are prepping for a rapid takeoff. We can't take chances with the vibrations drawing the tunnelers, so we're skipping the systems check. Risky, but I have faith in myself and the crew of the Mercury. Landing this thing was practically a miracle, though. But we have to get out of here. Maybe the weapon is to keep people away, but if we leave, it'll let us go. I have to leave the quarantined crew in the cave behind. We will be back for them, but we can't risk an unknown infection spreading through the Mercury. We're packing survival kits for them, but there's only enough surplus for about 2 weeks. I'm telling them that we will come back, but I don't think I can land here safely twice. I hate this, but I have to leave them behind. I can't risk the entirety of the Mercury.
You gotta be kidding me. So, oh my gosh, that sucks so bad. So she legit was like, oh, I'm gonna be back for them. We gotta leave them in a cave, blah, blah, blah. And then, oh, that was freaky. Legit, at the end of it is like, no, I can't come back for them. That's messed up. That is so messed up. And they didn't even get off the planet anyway. But another aspect that I'm hearing is that they were kind of in the area where the ice worm leviathans are. So there might be a cave out there that has more information. Maybe there's some PDAs in a cave out there. I would like to think so. Yeah, I think for right now, that's all the PDAs on the wreckages, at least. So there very well could be there very well could be more people or more PDAs available. I think we're just gonna have to probably go explore the ice worm area again. Unfortunately, I really don't want to, but I know there was a few different caches that we found out there as well, with ion cubes and stuff like that. So it is very plausible that there could be a cave that they were hiding out in that we have not discovered yet. So I'll have to save that for a different episode, though. This one due to all the PDAs and the new information, has run pretty long for this episode. So I'm gonna call it a wrap, and I will definitely look into that ice worm area theory of hopefully finding a cave. I mean, if we can get more PDAs from the survivors that were left there, they probably died eventually, but I mean, they obviously must have seen the Mercury II get shot down when it was trying to take off. So there's got to be something out there, I would hope anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here on this episode. If you liked the video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Let me know that you liked it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. I'd appreciate it so much. And while you're down there, you might as well ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date when I post the next video. Again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!